abilities. But was he perfect? No, man. But at the end of the day, when you lay out his whole rap sheet, David was a great man. All right? We all fall short of the glory, but are you striving for perfection? It's a big difference. You tell your kid to make up the bed, they might not make the bed up perfect, but it's better than throwing the sheets under the bed and running outside to go play. All right, get that scripture when they talk about the man who told the man to do it, and the man said he would and he didn't. Then, you'll find that in the Bible. Read what you got.
This is Galatians chapter 6 and verse 7. It says, "Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap."
So we're supposed to seek that which is well-pleasing unto the Lord. What is well-pleasing? The commandments, the prophecies, to be inclined with the prophecies. Because technically getting married is okay. But to sit here and be all into the world, getting married and having kids and having a family and enjoying life, it's not the time for that, man. Because this place, America, is Babylon, and Babylon is the daughter of Babylon, actually, to be more specific, and it's going to be destroyed, man. This is the lake of fire that's going to be that place, man. All right? This is going to be destroyed. So why are you investing in the place? Why are you setting your affections on this place, man? The Lord says, set your affection on things above. What is above? His word and his will. Okay? Not how you gonna get that flat screen TV, not how you gonna get your wife that anniversary ring, how you gonna cook for her and stuff like that. The disciples sat there and told Yahawashi and said, man, we left everything. We left everything for you, man. Don't you think they had children, families, jobs? You know what I'm saying? People are not with, that's called sacrifice. That's called sacrifice. We got families, we got women, we got jobs, but the jobs are secondary compared to the gospel, man. All right?
Hey, through the Spirit, what we were speaking on earlier is the same thing you're saying. When it says in Isaiah, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, it shows what have you been investing in this whole time? Have you been investing in the Spirit of the Lord or investing in yourself?
Lay your treasures in things up above, man. Lay your treasures in heaven. Okay? That's what you're supposed to do.
It says, Galatians 6 and verse 8, it says, "For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption."
Yeah, you're going to reap corruption if you always worry about money. Money comes and goes. If the Lord is dealing with you, he's going to put you in a position to constantly get money. But does that mean you're going away, you should fall and say, you should tempt the Lord and say, oh, I ain't going to work. I'm just going, the Lord going to provide for me. No, you do your best to provide and the Lord will take care of the rest, man. Same with faith. You do as much as you can to have faith in the Most High and he'll provide the rest. You're supposed to try, man, but know when to, it's a balance. You got to know when to put your family on the back burner and when to put the ministry to the front, man. Really, the ministry is supposed to be to the front all the time. That's why a lot of these men ain't out here that are so-called husbands, man, because they believe taking care of their family is the ministry. You know what I'm saying? No. You rule your household. It doesn't take that much. All you got to do is bring home bread and give order to your house. You don't got to go on a cruise every other month, take your woman out to dinner and do all this, taking your kids to this bumplex and the park, water park all day, man. Because at the end of the day, this place is going to be destroyed, and if they not right in the spirit, they're going to be destroyed with it, man. That's not love. Right now, we're not meant to enjoy life, man. We're meant to do the will of the Most High. The disciples didn't enjoy life, man. You know, it ain't look like you. Hey, you see what happened to Jonah? He tried to go on a vacation, man. I don't want to go to Nineveh, man. I'm about to go and chill, man. And what happened? You know what I'm saying? That big fish swallowed him up and sent him back. He went back to Nineveh. Eventually, Jonah said, I'm about to go sin. He said, I'm not about to do the will of the Most High. Basically, go prophesy, man. And the Lord stopped and put him to the hole. You know? Who was that? Was that Jonah too? Yeah, that was Jonah. He's on the boat, you know, chilling, headed to the vacation spot. Waves, the Lord started turning the waves up. What did Jonah do wrong, man? Technically, what law did he break? Right? We know what Jonah did. He disobeyed the will of the Most High. What did the Lord himself say? My meat is to do the will of him that sent me. All right? Just because it's not a sin don't make it right, man. You saying I'm not going to be a prophet in a time of the most wicked time on planet Earth that's ever happened. This is the most wicked rulership, and you ain't going to be a prophet? You ain't going to stand up and say anything to defend the Lord in the gospel? You just going to mosey on through this place? What happened to Sodom and Gomorrah? What happened to Noah and the ark? For those who were making merry and having fun while the place was being wicked. They got destroyed with it. Why are you reading all this and then act like it don't apply to you? Through the terror of the Lord, we persuade men and ourselves. I don't want to be that dude. I don't want to be the guy that got locked out of the ark. I don't want to be the guy that got destroyed in Sodom and Gomorrah. You know? Do you ever say that? All right?
But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting.
Yep. He that soweth to the Spirit shall reap the Spirit life everlasting. You want that salvation, you got to invest in it, man. You know, your salvation is like a stock market that you invest in it. Every day you got a chance to build your income and then spend that money and put your money in that stock. All right? Not the Bad Girls Club, not the NFL, not the NBA, you know, not Red Lobster, Olive Garden, trying to go to Fiji Islands, me and Babe, what they say, couple goals, whatever they say, squad goals, relationship goals, you invested in that, that's what you're gonna reap. You're gonna have a happy wife and y'all both gonna get destroyed because you didn't invest in the gospel. What parable tells you about that? The virgins, the wise virgins and the foolish virgins. When the Lord bid him to the marriage, the man said, oh, I can't come, Lord, I gotta tend to my house. Then what happened? The Lord got angry with somebody that said, I'm about to tend to my house. Because why? In this present time, you need to be prophesying and increasing righteousness and spreading your light because this place is going to be destroyed. If you get a phone call, somebody tell you, hey, you're at your job, right? You're at your job and somebody say, hey, bro, go into the break room and look under the sink. And you look under there, you see a big old bomb. And you see 3 minutes. It's like, yeah, I'm about to blow this sucker up. And you just go right back to work. How stupid is that, right? It's the same thing with the scriptures. The Lord ain't telling you a specific date, but he's sitting there telling you, you're doing this, and that. I'm gonna light this place up. This place is highly light upable, basically. You know what I'm saying? If that's a word, it is now. You know what I'm saying? But this place is on a high. This place is worse than Sodom and Gomorrah, ancient Babylon. It's worse than Egypt. It's all these places in a fajita wrap, man. You know. And you thinking that the Lord's gonna save this place? If he destroyed Noah and the ark, he destroyed Egypt, he destroyed Babylon, he destroyed Rome. This place is worse than all these places, man. Why would he destroy this place? We got kids here. There was kids in Sodom and Gomorrah too.
Yeah, it was kids on the own.
It was his. He killed every firstborn kid in Egypt. The Lord is a very terrible power. Al-Shaddai, man, or El Shaddai, what people like to say, man, which means terrible power. That was a nickname given to him by the other nations, man.
I gotta preach this real quick.
Yeah.
This is St. Luke chapter 11, verse 33. No man, when he hath lighted a candle, putteth in a secret place, neither under a bushel.
That candle is the truth, the ministry, everything that you learned and you picked up. They ain't talking about sharing it with your cousin and your co-workers. Okay? Go ahead.
But on a candlestick, that they which come in may see the light.
Exactly. When there's a big event downtown, you could be driving on the other side of the city and you'll see them lights. Letting you know, like, hey, something's going on down here. Them lights ain't for like show to say, hey, I'm just waving random lights in the air. It's to tell you, to direct you to say, this is where the fun is, right? So the light that we're waving in the air is saying, yo, this is the safe spot right here, man, right? But what people look at that light and like, oh man, that light too bright. Woo, I don't want light right now. Woo, you got shades on at night. Better yet, not at night, you groping at noonday. We got the light beaming. The light's so bright that it's beaming during the daytime and you still can't see your way through it because you don't want to.
The light of the body is the eye. Therefore, when thine eye is single, the whole body is also full of light.
What that light mean being single? When you focus, when you one-dimensional. When you watch every movie and every movie's a spiritual, you trying to find, me and the brother talking about the other day, it was like, how can you watch Spider-Man? I haven't watched it, but he was just talking about how can you watch Spider-Man and not see a spiritual connection? How could you watch anything and not see a spiritual connection to it? You know? Every brother that watched Avengers like, man, they're trying to push that woman shit. You know what I'm saying? All these hoes link up at the same spot. Hey, have to get ass. Oh, y'all, middle of chaos. You know what I'm saying? When you're in a fight, you know what I'm saying? Like I've never seen a street fight when you fighting and then everybody walking next to each other and everybody backed up and they back to back and they swinging. It never happens like that.
Yeah, it's too much going on
It's
to
too
think
much
about it.
going on. It's Thanos out there.
organize
Everybody
chaos.
got on top of that and you got time to and then do a slogan,
Wait, don't hurt. She's coming. Come on, girl.
you know? About to go out a bitch. That's crazy, man.
It says, thy whole body is also full of light. But when thy eye is evil, thy body is full of darkness.
Yeah, so when your eye is evil, when your mind is evil, your spirit is evil, you'll be full of darkness, negativity. That's why you say, like, that's why Scripture said, into malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, because if it says, unto the pure all things are pure, unto the defiled unbelieving there's nothing pure. So you're gonna find something wrong with the Scriptures. Oh, that's a book used for slavery. Shit, chitlins was too. All that soul food. Niggas love that soul food. I love my mama, get that soul, that make me come over. They had a movie called Soul Food, man. Niggas love that movie. Yeah, man, nothing like mama. Cooking fucking detestable foods, man. Yeah.
You know that fucking soul.
Yeah, big mama. We call it, big mama. It was big because of all that fucking pork. High cholesterol. Heart sound like an 808 beat. Hey, stupid. Sound like a
808 heartbreak.
gun so big it sound like Big Mama heart. Not cocky, it sound like Big Mama heartbeat.
Back in the book of 1 John, chapter 1 and verse 5. This then is the message which we have heard of him, and declare unto you, that the Most High is light, and in him is no darkness at all.
The Most High is light. He's truth. He's a gospel. Alright? He is what people act like they're looking for. You know, because niggas act like they're looking for knowledge, but really don't want it. They just want to continue in their madness, and they concoct a doctrine to justify it. Like being selfish. When those around you are on your level, then you got to get away from them. Well, what about you? How the hell you gonna level up then? You know what I'm saying? You imagine 50 Cent or Bill Gates or anybody that's prestigious. You come around, you be like, hey man, get away from me, man. You broke, get out of here. Yeah, you know? Imagine they do that to you. You're like, oh man, you don't want to sit here, come up. But now when it's your turn, stay away from people that ain't on your level. You just basically saying, I'm more about me, I don't give a fuck about nobody else, man. So I'm trying to make it like you deep. Just in a roundabout way saying that you don't give a fuck about nobody, but yourself.
Now you gonna level up again.
That's what I'm saying. But you're basically what's bullshit, because you're not gonna just sit there and be stagnant. You're gonna move and hang around people that's above you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you don't want nobody below you around you. You know what I'm saying? But then say we like crabs in the barrel. No, you're the crab in the barrel trying to come up with a deep philosophy on why you should be, man.
It says, if we say that we have fellowship with him and walk in darkness.
Yeah, you have fellowship with your body's full of abominable food. You don't believe in the will of the Most High. We go to talking about homosexuality and put to death. We go to talking about America being destroyed. Talking about Esau being the enemy. And you're like standoffish against it. You're living in darkness, man. You know? You should be like, even if you never been in a camp before, and you were like a man that's been striving for the scriptures, and you're looking and toiling and find out the will of the Most High, and you're like, man, what is this at? And you walk by us and be like, you know, these guys should be put to death. That's right. You know, like our population is dying. Our men is getting feminized. The women is going berserk. The wombs are scarred up from this and that. And like, man, you don't care about life, man. At the end of the day, you niggas out there that are into the world, you don't care about life. You're just a kid that want fucking hot fries all day, man. You want hot fries and a Fanta all day. That's all you want to eat. And if anybody says something about it, it's toxic or negative. That's bullshit, man. People out there mean actually well for you. Can't tell you nothing because you came out with this doctrine of being toxic. It's called being real. If you don't like me, say it, man. I'd rather you say it. I'd rather reality than it says open rebuke is better than secret love, man. Say it to my face, man, so I know. You don't like me, hey, you know what I'm saying? If we can resolve it, we'll resolve it. But if you just don't like me because I'm a Negro or something, or an Israelite, I would say, then hey, it's cool, nigga, fine. I know not to be around you in certain areas. I know when I'm at war, and I come into hide in the building, I see you there. Get out of here. This nigga ain't got my back. Hit him too. Get out of there.
Hit him.
Yeah, might want to hit him. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not there for you. Be truthful. All right? Stop trying to lather yourself up with positivity. We're preaching the gospel the true way, unfiltered and direct. That Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans are Israelites. That the so-called white man is Esau in the Bible. He's our enemy. And you can read that in Genesis chapter 25. And you can read the whole book of Obadiah. Go home, read the whole book of Obadiah. It's only one chapter. And that Esau is the so-called white man, and Israel is the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? So you can go ahead. What'd you say? Oh, that's just my best advice. I see it's traffic, but yeah. My best advice is, like I said, get in the book of Obadiah in Genesis chapter 25. So you read the book of Obadiah and says that Esau shall be destroyed and should not be inhabit the land again, right? Utterly destroyed. Descendants, a bloodline. Because in Micah chapter 1 verse 2, it says that they shall be the border of wickedness, and people like to say, oh, that's the way of Esau, and that one person Esau. No, it's talking about them as a nation. That's the only nation on planet Earth that is going to be utterly destroyed and wiped out. When the second coming of the Lord comes, that nation will be wiped out from all the wickedness that is done on planet Earth. Just like we was going over earlier with the storms and all this happening, and the wars and rumors of wars and things like that. A lot of these wars are behind him. The money system that we deal with that's unfair and unjust, that's behind him. The Federal Reserve note that we deal with, the dollar bill, that's a concoction behind him. And that's a money system that's used on planet Earth to this day. That's the #1 money system. The reason why they killed Gaddafi, the reason why JFK got killed, because he wanted to back it by gold. All this wickedness that's happening in this world is influenced and pushed by him. Our people in other nations may participate in it, but they're opening up and creating a gymnasium or a place of recreational activity for it. Okay? So you got it? Huh? Yeah. I mean, you could go into, where's that Genesis 40, Genesis 49, and then it tells you in Deuteronomy that Israel shall be carried away in ships and sold into bondage. There's no nation on planet Earth that happened to. For two, the Israelites are dark-skinned people. But who projects the color of Israelites nowadays? They say that the Israelites are this color. But the Bible says that they're this color. So you should automatically X them out, like common sense-wise, right? And then say, okay, if they're dark-skinned, now let me, well, what are they doing in that land? Because those aren't Israelites in that land. Now, who got carried away? So you can wipe out the Holocaust. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing, right? Now, prophetically, who got carried away in slavery with ships? Who on planet Earth does that happen to? So now you got one down. You can say Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, or Negroes, Jamaicans, and Haitians. Those are the ones that got carried away in captivity. Now, once you go into history, when you go into the Syrian wars, into Daniel's chapter 7, Daniel's chapter 11, with the Syrian wars, you had Sennacherib and Nebuchadnezzar. Sennacherib, or the Assyrians, they took the Israelites into Israel, the northern tribes, the 10 tribes, into captivity first. And when we went into captivity under them, we basically said we want to keep our ways, and they left into South America. They basically took with the Gulf of, the Persian Gulf. They took that way and went around the Cape of Africa. The Lord calmed the winds, according to the book of, you get it, we're going to get it real quick, I'll read it for you. And basically we took that, the Lord calmed the waters and allowed us to get to South America, the 10 tribes, and they migrated up into that land. It ain't cost no isthmus, as so-called white man said. No, we migrated and we worked our way up. So that's how you got those Latinos and Native Americans over here in the first place. Okay? So let's read it real quick.
2nd Ezra 13 and 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land.
Yeah, by the Assyrians. Okay? And that's historical. The guy name is, I believe, Sennacherib, and you can read that in the book of Judith, or you can just go look up Sennacherib. Yeah, he's talking right there.
In the time of Hosea the king, whom
Somebody look up the Israelite Assyrian captivity. I got it. That's why I'm picking up. I sent all the pictures.
2nd Ezra 13 and 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanassar, the king of Assyria, led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
So what we were reading is basically in Ezra is giving the account. There was a place called Ashur. That place called Ashur was America.